Nintendo Switch 2, quite pricey, and with the price being increased by $50 as of September 1st this year, who wants to spend $50 to $80 on one game? Not me, that's for sure. Today I'm going to tell you the 10 best free games for Nintendo Switch 2. Now, the majority of these games were originally released on Nintendo Switch 1, but have now been re-released as their own Nintendo Switch 2 editions, making them run smoother, look better, and just perform better. I'll be honest, it's not a huge amount of free games on the Switch 2, so I kinda had to add in some Switch 1 games. Let's get started. First up, and the reason I thought of this video idea in the first place, is Overwatch. Now, you may be thinking, oh, it's just another first-person shooter. And to that, I agree. But it's much more than that. I'm not the biggest fan of FPS games, but I played this on the stream a few weeks before my PC kicked the bucket, and I really enjoyed it. I think it was because I wasn't very good at the game, therefore I was just running around like a headless chicken, trying my best not to get killed and occasionally killing my opponents. My point is, I wasn't trying. I wasn't being a sweat. I was just casually playing, and it was a lot of fun. There are 6 different types of matches in Overwatch. Control. Teams fight for a single objective point in a best of 3 series. Escort. Attackers push a payload to checkpoints while defenders stop them. I think I played that one. I think I lost. Hybrid. Starts with capturing a point which then unlocks a payload to escort. Push. Both teams fight to control a robot that pushes a barrier into enemy territory. I think I might have played that one as well. Flashpoint, a massive map where teams race to capture 3 randomized objective points first. And last but not least, Clash, a fast-paced linear 5-point tug-of-war where teams fight sequentially to capture the final zone. It's a lot of fun to play casually, and I dare say when I get a new PC, which you can help fund from the Ko-fi link in the description below, I will be playing this more on stream. Overwatch also has its own Nintendo Switch 2 edition, boosting performance and graphics, so that's cool. Next up, we have Nintendo Gamecube Classics. Now, you may argue you have to pay for the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack to be able to play this. Well, if you're in my shoes and you pay for the yearly subscription once a year so you don't have to worry about it, it's technically free. Nintendo Gamecube has some absolutely fantastic games which are slowly being added to the Switch's service. Emphasis on the slowly. As of right now, the Gamecube games we currently have are Chibi Robo, F-Zero GX, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, which I actually played through and really enjoyed, Luigi's Mansion, which I played through for a second time, Mario Smash Football, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, Soul Calibur 2 and Warrior World, which I played through and I believe I 100%ed it too. So there's not a huge selection of games at the moment, but they will be adding more, like Super Mario Sunshine and Pokemon Colosseum. Who knows? Maybe they'll add Mario Kart Double Dash and you can play online with your friends. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. That game isn't the best. The next free Nintendo Switch 2 game is Fortnite. Now again, I know this game has been out for like 9 years and everyone has already played it, but if Switch 2 is your first console, you probably haven't played it. Or, if you played it on the Switch 1, don't worry, it runs so much better on Switch 2 as it also has its own Nintendo Switch 2 edition. If you don't already know, Fortnite is an FPS battle royale game where you jump from a flying bus onto an island with 99 other players. You then collect weapons, items, resources to fight your way to get a victory royale. There's also thousands of other modes, some created by Epic Games themselves and the rest created by players on creative mode. I don't play this as much as I used to, but before my PC died on me, I used to play it with my friends Stefan and Vixen. It was a lot of fun because we never took it seriously but somehow ended up winning occasionally. Moral of the story, you play video games with me, expect me to be cracking jokes the whole time. At number 4 we have Warframe, another game that was on Switch 1, but now that it has a Nintendo Switch 2 edition, it runs, looks and plays so much better. Warframe is a free-to-play cooperative sci-fi action game where players control powerful space ninjas to battle enemies across an evolving solar system. I didn't play much of the game due to having lots of other games I was interested in at the time. Maybe one day I'll go back to it. Who knows? One thing I love about Nintendo Switch 2 edition of this game is that they integrated Nintendo Switch 2's mouse controls into it, making it easier to aim and fire. Pretty cool. Also, don't worry, that was the last first-person shooter on this list. Next up, we have the new Denmen. Now, just accept that all of the games on this list were on Switch 1 but are much better on Switch 2, okay? The new Denmen is a free-to-play turn-based JRPG where you catch unique creatures floating around real-world Wi-Fi signals. You can build a party, explore dungeons, fight bosses, go fishing, decorate your home island, and summon monsters using voucher collections. I didn't play much of it, but what I played of it was really fun, and it seemed like something that I would potentially go back to at some point. Oh! Also, data carries over between the mobile and the Switch version, so that's cool. What's that? You don't want to pay $80 for the latest Mario Kart game? I hear ya. Luckily, Asphalt Legends has a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Asphalt Legends is the latest entry into Gameloft's racing series. You race through a wide range of different tracks, all set in different countries, either race other cars or attempt time trials. You also have to complete different challenges in each race to gain stars so you can move on to the next area. I really like this game, and it's nice to have a nice looking, well performing Asphalt game. I used to play Asphalt 8 on my laptop back in the day, and it was a lot of fun. Then I played Legends on the Switch 1, and it didn't look great, it didn't run great, so it's nice to have a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of this game. Our next free-to-play game is another game developed by Epic Games, that is Fall Guys. Fall Guys is a colourful, chaotic battle royale game where up to 60 players control clumsy beam characters competing through wacky obstacle courses. This game is really fun and just plain stupid at times, but in a good and funny way. This too has multiple different modes to compete in. It's a blast to play and really fun to play in either solo or multiplayer. You can also make your own levels, so that's cool. Next we have Guardian Tales. Guardian Tales is a free-to-play retro-style action RPG. It combines Zelda-like puzzle solving, strategic combat, and gacha hero collection to save Canterbury Kingdom. You collect armor and weapons along your way to help you through your quest, tackling multiple levels in multiple chapters. There's also side quests and activities to attempt too, which is really cool. Of course, being a free-to-play game, it has microtransactions which can massively help you out throughout the game, but you don't have to purchase any of them to have fun playing this game. It's really just a blast of a game. As we near the end of our list, at number 9 we have our third game developed by Epic Games. And that is Rocket League. Now I love Rocket League, and once I get into it I'll be playing it for a while. Rocket League is like football, but you don't play as a character, you play as a car. It's actually a lot of fun driving around, boosting, jumping, flipping, drifting, just to stop the ball from entering your goal and to score into the opposing goal. This is also an online game with a choice of 1v1, 2v2, 3v3 and 4v4, with them all having multiple modes to choose from. There's also tournaments, which you can compete in too, so that's cool. And you can also set up a private match for you and your friends to play together, like I have done in the past with my friend Adam. I've played it with a couple of viewers on Twitch before my PC died on me. Kofi link in the description. Don't have to, if you like to, do it. Last but not least, we have Island Saver by NatWest. Now, I've talked about this game on this channel before, I believe when I done the 10 best free Nintendo Switch 1 games back in 24. That was a while ago. Island Saver is a colourful first-person educational game where you clean up a vibrant paradise overwhelmed by plastic pollution and litter and poop. Using your trash blaster, you vacuum up garage, wash away mysterious gunk and recycle waste to earn coins. Saving the environment helps bring exotic bankimals like piggy banks shaped like rhinos or gorillas back to life. As you progress through 3 distinct islands, the game cleverly teaches financial literacy. You will learn about earning money, paying taxes, opening a savings account, and even managing bank loans, all while restoring the natural ecosystem, which you kind of expect because it's made by NatWest, the bank NatWest. This was one of my first games that I got on my original Switch 1 back in 2021, and I quickly learned that this game is good for teaching players about keeping our planet healthy and learning the importance of money. So there you have it, 10 free-to-play games on Nintendo Switch 2. Although 9 of them are already on Switch 1, they run and look a lot better on Switch 2. Let me know what you think of these games in the comments below, and also let me know what sort of videos I could do next in regards to like Switch 2 and the stuff that I've been doing recently. With that being said, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, take care.